Roderick, do you continue work for OS2 community, and what the OS2 Voice organization is doing now?
We just worked out on a deal with Bitwise Works. We will be providing some additional money to get to support the development of a new Qt version. We've provided money for NetLabs to buy a new backup server, and we're paying for Voice is paying the money required to organize Warpstock. We have a new Joomla page, articles.os2voice.org, on which people can now write an article so that it can be published. In the past, people had to write the text and send in the pictures, and then somebody had to edit the HTML and put in the special markings. But now that can all be done online. We should have used a CMS system like Joomla years ago. In other words, we also want to start publishing articles again that people used to read in the OS2 newsletter, but that has been asleep since 2009. And of course, we still run our news system, which has a few hundred subscribers, which feeds news out to the community. Everybody can see how much money Voice has in the bank. We are required by Dutch law, and there's currently $21,000 in the bank. Some of that money is now disappearing, being spent to support the community. So if people have other proposals what they want, they should just go to our website and contact us. We are working on to fund other projects as well. We will send a laptop to Wim Brule to support his SMP device driver development for his webcam drivers. And there was something else that I forgot. No, that's but those are just some of the things that we're doing. So if people have proposals, let us know.
Do you meet OS2 fans today, or they have left OS2 10 years ago?
Well, you ask a good question. In fact, there are some people at Warpstock that don't use OS2 anymore and come here to meet old friends. You see the same thing with the Dutch ECS user group. Some people still run OS2, other people do not anymore. So that answers your question, yes. Some people have left OS2.
What is the area of usage of OS2 today?
I think it hasn't changed really compared to 10 years ago. People like the behavior of the workplace shell.
So it's office computer, yes?
I think you cannot categorize it really. People have older applications and they are familiar with the way it works. And those people are sticking to it because they like it. They have a certain set of applications like Relish as a calendar program.
So it's personal system.
It's personal, but they're also when I left Mensis, I know that there are still companies that are using it today. So, and there's the same. The big companies have the simple argument that it's very difficult to rewrite the software. I've also known what I just said about individual users is also true for large companies. Is that some companies that roll out OS2 in embedded machines, for example, for chip manufacturing, they have training material and thick manuals that document how to use everything, and it's going to cost a fortune to rewrite the software, but also the manuals, and retrain everybody that is used to it. So that answers your question why the companies are still using it. It's basically, to an extent, it's the same as with the small user. They have methods and procedures and documentation in place why they still want to continue using it.
Do you monitor activity of Arca Noae company? What are the achievements and what are the mistakes?
Well, I don't think first of all in this day and age you can speak of mistakes anymore, or it's a. I mean, it's 2016. Who would have thought that OS2 would still be alive today and that there would be work on it? Apart from that, I worked with David Azareritz at Menzies, and I worked with Stephen Levine for more than 10 years, so I'm still in touch. Also, David Azareritz is a board member of the Voice Foundation, so I still get to hear some stuff about what they're working on. And just like with when I worked with Menzies, I still test some device drivers from them. So I think they're on the right track. And again, in this day and age, what can somebody do wrong? I mean, it's the last leg that the OS is standing on. So yeah, there are not competitors. Would that be nice? Maybe, but yeah, there aren't any. So yeah, I guess they're on the right track.
So tell me how to demonstrate those to new users, to new people. How to attract the attention of people.
I think that's very difficult. I wish that it was different, but But maybe as a parallel, I can give you an example. I work as a tourist guide in a train museum, and most people there are in their 50s and 60s. They like trains, but most young children now grow up with computers and they don't have a model train at home. The parallel with OS2 is, how do I get a new young person interested in OS2? I mean, you get a mobile phone. I mean, take a look at what this Android phone does with Facebook and Skype on it and all types of other apps. Yeah, it depends on. You ask how do you demonstrate it? Yeah, and, I don't know if Arca Noae is going to do a demo CD. So, but yeah, demonstrating it. I guess first of all, what is now a key element is that the current community that the amount of people using the software does not decrease further anymore, and that people see that there is still some viability in the platform left. And from there you need to work uphill again, but it's not. We're not in the valley, but we're halfway up the mountain. We still have some way to go up again.
The last question: what do you expect from the coming conference?
Well,
any surprises? Or?
The first surprise is that we have for tomorrow we have two little chairs for all visitors. There are about 38 visitors, but the problem is the room is too small, so I need to find a place to get some chairs. Now I've got another presentation room, but it's on the other side of the building. Now I need to see if I can get some chairs in from another room, but that's maybe not allowed because of German fire brigade regulations. So, but yeah, that's a surprise. And what do I expect more from the conference? People are at least together again, so I think you send out a press release, come to Warpstock and get a shot of OS2 energy again. Yeah, that's usually what happens. People at least have seen each other again and go home with renewed enthusiasm. And I can also tell you already that at Warpstock US in Wichita, Kansas, there was an editor, James Saunders from Tech Republic, and he wrote an article about Warpstock and Blue Lion, and I think that has not gone unnoticed in the ICT press. Compared to other products like a Windows 10 launch, OS2 hasn't gotten that much attention. But if you look at it, that single article, I think, gave more publicity to the OS2 than it has ever had over the last 10 years. And there will be another Tech Republic article about this Warpstock. So, you're going back to your question how you will attract more people to OS2, there will be another Tech Republic article. And as you have probably seen, that last tech article Republic made it just about around the globe, you could say. There were articles in Russia, in Western Europe, in the United States. In Russia there was, I think, 1 or 2 articles, and they were all based on the Tech Republic article. So this conference should give a new small boost to OS2.
Thank you for your answers.
Yeah, you're welcome.